Welcome back to part 2 of my Gold to Masters coaching journey with Mars. Mars actually told me that she dropped back to Gold 3, but she was confused and seemed a little stressed as to the fact that she was dropping. However, I quickly explained to her that this is actually a good thing. The thing is that this is a sure sign of improvement.
Did you play a lot of ranked?
I did, but okay. This is kind of embarrassing. I dropped to Gold 3.
That's alright. It's a process.
Yeah.
It's normal to drop it once you change your playstyle.
And after that, Mars and I got right back to VOD reviews.
Okay, here you went way too early. Like now at that point, right? Right idea, too early. I don't know if you remember, but the first time I was explaining things to you, I said, after you start breaking into these habits, like the off angles, then you're gonna start having to think about stuff like the timing of the off angles and so on. All right, look where your team is, right?
I don't.
And like already 2 seconds in, we don't have cleanse now. That whole thing was literally just because you went too early and then your teammate didn't know how to recuperate themselves from that mishap. Yeah, like this is a beautiful spot to be in, right? It was confusing. That fucks me up too sometimes because Doom gets to the fight so fucking fast, so you don't think you're that early, but then if you were to look behind, you see your team is only like 2 inches out of spawn so far. Now we just gotta start looking around more, paying attention to timing.
So what I was trying to explain to Mars here was how bad timing could affect the whole team. Basically, what happened was that Mars and her Doomfist got to the fight so early, and Mars started the fight by taking the first shot. She basically Jedi mind controlled the whole lobby into fighting left side on her, which could be a good thing, except for the fact that half of her team wasn't ready to fight yet.
I mean, look, he is in a room isolating himself, but there is stuff we could do. I don't think you could have saved him. I really don't think he would have lived. But what could we have done differently instead of, we're basically AFK. Yeah, we could have been all up in here. This is super crazy positioning, but I think if you were here, this would have given your Doom the best chance of living. It's super easy to kill Juno on carry especially. Yeah, you're Doom fed. Fuck that guy. Why is he going in that deep without ult? But also, why are you, Torben, Anna AFK, you know?
Yeah.
Just gotta look at it like that. Especially if my tank is fighting, what the fuck? Why am I not fighting?
On surface level, it might have not seemed like it, but this was an extremely important lesson. In ranked, especially the lower rank you go, it's gonna look like almost every play your teammates throw in some way, shape, or form. However, as a ranked player, especially support, it's your job to be able to capitalize on this and get value any way you can. Sure, our tank is inting in their spawn, trying to solo their whole team, but why is he alone? Let's try to help him. It's a team game. We die with or we live with him. My point is, yes, it's a bad fight take, but still, it's a fight take. Let's be there with our tank.
This is fine. Like, let's just imagine if you were to go 2 feet up too. Look how many squishes you could shoot.
I remember this in VC. He was like, Kiri, you have TP, and Anna was standing right behind him. I don't know, so I just TP'd to him.
Look at this, right? Because you're here, right? You're playing your cover, you're using your long angle, but we're just shooting Ryan, right? What's that gonna accomplish? We already have ult, right? The only reason you do this at this point is for ult. We don't want it off angle like this for ult because we already have it. We want pressure, right? What's stopping us from being up here? The entire back of their entire team is the back of their heads.
Another important lesson. All too often, I see support players just shooting the tank the whole game. Sure, you're doing damage, but this isn't applying enough pressure. Ideally, you want to shoot targets that would fill your damage, right? Get pressure out, get cooldowns out. Basically, you want your pressure and damage to have as much substance as possible. It's way more pressure and way more worth it to hit Juno with 2 or 3 kunai rather than hitting a Ryan with 10 kunai.
Shooting at the tank is fine and all, but they're just gonna brush you off. The goal is to shoot at the people that are killable. You want to flank so bad, but why aren't you? Please do it. You keep looking like you want to flank. Yes, you do. Are we out? Good. Hell yeah. Hanzo tunnel vision on you and you won the fight. With Hanzo's, it's a little tricky because they'll start spamming corners. So with Hanzo's, it's okay to like wide swing the corner and not stay near the cover. But let's see. All right, TP back now. Yeah, you stayed in for too long. Yeah, remember, they walk forward, we walk back. They're starting to walk forward now, and we're you know, now we start backing up. We didn't even start backing up yet. I probably would have stayed in a little deeper, but as soon as I hear that Juno ult, okay, we out. Here, if you like any of them in Juno could one shot you. Reinhardt, he hits you with a fire strike, you're just dead. Yeah, you were forced to panic TP and just got blasted. Oh shit.
And I don't know what to do. Not hitting anyone with us.
Oh, that was a sight. This rush doesn't seem too bad. The nano was mistimed, right? You got nanoed as soon as you TP'd, and then you started freaking out. But that's the panic setting again. You got nanoed as soon as you TP'd, and then you didn't know what to do. All right, we're in cover. We just got nanoed. Let's see what's happening.
Oh, damn.
Two kunai, he's dead. We flipped the fuck out, ran straight to point, didn't hit any kunai. Sorry, you just freaked out. Now that was a really good rush though. Like props for you for seeing that vision there. That was a really good rush. But after we TP'd, we just lost it. Right here is like, all right, now what? You know, but you went nano.
That's usually what happens. Like, I never expect to get nanoed when I'm playing like a support.
It's gonna happen more too because defensive nano is pretty good in like the higher ranks. So get used to it. Like running out here in the open isn't benefiting us in any way. It could only hurt us. Because if you were to stand right here, you know, you could see everything, right? You could see everything, and it's not like you were barrel stuffing them so you could hit your shots because you didn't hit any shots.
So in high panic scenarios, it's crucial that you take half a second in order to recover your train of thought and develop a goal.
If you actively think like what's next in your head as you play, the mid-fight anxiety will become lesser. Like, all right, what's next? What ult are they gonna have? Who should I be shooting? Does Juno have ult soon? Where's Soldier? I haven't seen him in a while. Is he flanking? Just give yourself something to think about so you could walk into next fight with a more clear image of how it'll go in your mind. You knew what you wanted to do at the start of that fight. You knew you wanted to rush on an off angle for your team. But then you had no plan after that, and that's what spiraled you out of control.
Yeah, I got scared of the Juno. I don't know.
No, yeah, you played that perfectly until you got nanoed, which is weird because the nano should have made you play better. Now it's literally just timing. Let's see, could we have came here earlier? That's a good thing to do what you did, but like at this point, why aren't we already on our way here? You could be crouched right here, ready for that play that your Doom made when he came to touch point, right?
Right.
At this very moment, because you waited for everybody in spawn, at this very moment, you could be right here. All right, your Doomfist is in now, right? Now we come out. Now we're here. We're keeping our Doomfist alive here. We're killing the Juno. I'm just painting it like right now the Soldier is gonna come pressure you. So that's two more people that aren't shooting at our Doomfist. Soldier Mercy looking at me. The Juno got away, whatever. Now we TP out, right? But now the Hanzo is that, you know, I'm just painting the picture. You have the right idea now, just the wrong timing. You're fundamentally playing carry better, for sure, 100%. But
Yay.
now, yeah, the timing, right?
So after the first VOD in week 2, I noticed that Mars's overall positioning and survivability has improved significantly. However, at this point, she started struggling with hitting good Suzus and the timing of her angles. Keep in mind, on surface level, it may not seem like it, but this directly showed improvement. It was a very good thing that she now has problems that are different from last week's problems.
Yeah, just notice how that fell apart there, because here, even though nothing happened and we won the fight, we don't want to be getting carried our fights, right? This is where it just stopped happening. No more value. Shit, come here. I would have liked you here, even though it's close range. You could see them. What's happening here? Yeah.
Yeah.
And you literally couldn't see anybody, so it wasn't a matter of them just dodging your shots. Obviously, Here would have been ideal, but there was no reason you could have been here. But we could definitely be here, right? I probably would have been right here, me personally. It's close, but we have a Mercy we could always TP into because Mercy's not gonna be in the fight, right? So we could always TP to Mercy. And look at that, Mercy's right there, one shot. I didn't even know that. Yeah, I definitely would have been right here. It's so fun to bully Bastion when you're playing carry because his hitbox is so large.
Remember, when you're playing a character like carry, taking a close and risky angle is always better than having no angle at all. If you have characters on your team that can't really be in the fight, like a Mercy or a Widow, even someone coming back from spawn, you could use this as a tool in order to play more aggressively and have an escape route to teleport out to.
I don't know.
I mean, that's not too bad. To be fair, that's not where you messed up. Where you messed up is here when your soldier died. Yeah, nothing's better than off-angling with a DPS. You didn't know your soldier went on an off-angle because, right, you were healing teammates that were completely safe. Imagine if you were here supporting your DPS right now. Because right now, your Mercy and your Magua, their lives aren't threatened, right? And they're also not doing anything. And these people right here are the ones that's trying to make something happen right now.
Now, this next fight we covered was an important showcase of just how aggressive you could be on carry and how it could pay off in your favor.
Nice shots. Good cover usage. All right, we're looking around. Yep. This is okay. This is aggressive. I like this. Well, let's make something about it, right? Look, your aggression paid off. You were super aggressive, but you were using cover and your soldier was ulting. There was nothing they could have done to you. That was good. I like supporting Tracer. I don't know, this is good. My question is, what made you go Juno instead of carry?
I think I didn't have that much healing, and I was like, okay, I need to heal.
Okay, but now we know though, right? The problem wasn't healing as much, right? What was the problem? It was Suzu usage. Just to clarify, like 99% of the time, it's never a matter of not healing enough. But as you saw, we saw that whole round, right? It was never a matter of not healing anybody. You were healing, we just watched it.
True. My Suzus.
Yes, it was the Suzus.
So just to clarify, basing the amount that your teammate is dying based off your healing number as a character like carry is completely irrelevant. You simply have to look at your Suzu usage because carry doesn't have enough primary healing to keep a character from getting eliminated. However, her Suzu is where that strength lies.
This ticks me off when I see games. Why is the entire team on cart?
Oh.
So in order for them to get to cart right now, this is the journey they have to make, right? They have to cover all this distance. So like, just paint the picture in your head. Whether cart's here or here, why aren't we fighting for all this space?
This was another significant area to improve on. There's no reason ever why you should just forfeit this much of the map to the enemy team. Make them work for that space. Make them use ults, make them use resources and burn clock in order to hold that space. Don't just give them all this space and let them fight cart. Right after this, I reviewed one of my games with Maros just to show her how easy it could actually be to get value on carry.
Yeah, look, I was there. They weren't looking at me, so I started moving up. I think the Ashe fucks me a couple times here, but yeah, I mean, you see how much space I made?
Yeah.
I was barely hitting any shots, but I made the Moira fade in. I made the Winston jump back. That's literally all you have to do, win fights. Again, contesting the Ashe, right? What's gonna kill my teammates here? Nothing. All right. Let me see what I could do. Even here, I do go in front of my tank, but I'm using cover, right? I'm right next to this cover as I'm contesting the Ashe, but then I start moving up. Why? Because I headshotted the Ashe. Right now, I'm holding 2 people back and I'm just 1 person. So this is extreme value. Yeah, but while I'm doing all this, you see how I literally just keep looking at my whole team, right? Very important to always know what's going on.
It's extremely important to understand the value of holding space and contesting those off angles. You have to be ready to go in and capitalize off that value when your advantage is great enough. However, it's crucial to not tunnel vision. Keep your head on a swivel so you know exactly what's going on. If one of my teammates needed Suzu there, I would have instantly TP'd out and be there to save him. Anyways, right after that session, Mars had a couple days to play and really apply what she learned. By the next time her and I met up, she seemed like a completely different player.
I don't know why your Reaper was down there, but that's okay. Yeah, like this angle is great. Keep up the pressure, right, on a different angle. Yeah, fuck it, go duel him. Yeah, that's great. Hell yeah.
So by the end of week 2, Mars and I were super stoked that it finally seemed like she was breaking through some barriers. During this time, she was able to climb from gold 3 all the way to plat 3. Anyways, thank you so much for your support on the first part of this series. Based off of your guys' feedback, I was able to make part 2 longer and include more gameplay. So please keep giving me feedback and tell me ways to improve future series. Other than that, be sure to subscribe and like the video so I know that you guys are enjoying it and you can be notified for when the next parts come out.